Hey everybody, it's Joe with Joe Knows Cryptos, and I am making this video while I'm driving, so I'm probably not going to be looking at the camera too much, but I want to say I'm going to make more videos, and I never seem to find time, and right now this is about the only time I have, but I want to make this video about the cryptocurrency market and some of my recommendations that I've recently made. And the first thing I want to talk about is the markets in general. So we saw a little run up there, last week. Market cap went up to about 227, 228, something like that, which was a good gain. It did drop back down here on Sunday night and Monday, but it's making a little bit of a comeback as well, back into about 220 right now as I speak. So what I want you to be aware of is, first of all, crypto is not going anywhere. There's too many big companies investing too much money into cryptocurrencies to think that it's going to go away. So if you're in cryptocurrencies and you were in the market in November and December of last year when it was just going crazy, and if you invested then and now you're worried about, oh my gosh, I lost so much money. I mean, don't worry, it's gonna come back. It's just a matter of when. What I think's going on right now is you've got a lot of new exchanges that are going to be coming on board, and they need to purchase cryptocurrencies to resell. Some of them are going to try to do it with derivatives, which is just giving you a credit for it, which is one reason why, or one way that they can manipulate the market, because when they give you a derivative, they don't actually have to purchase the cryptocurrency. If you want the cryptocurrency market to go up, you have to buy a hard cryptocurrency wallet. Okay, you have to buy one where you can take your cryptocurrencies off of the exchanges and put them in your wallet. This forces them to physically buy the cryptos and then give them to you, instead of just giving you, using some type of a credit system, kind of like they do with gold and silver. You buy a gold and silver in the stock market, and they just say, okay, you own, say 100 ounces of silver, but they don't actually buy that silver. They just say, well, if you ever wanted to cash it out, then they'd go ahead and buy the silver and give it to you. But here's a lot of people that have complaints with silver and gold, is the government doesn't even have the gold and silver, and that's why they say that the gold and silver market is so manipulated, because all they're doing is giving you pieces of paper saying that you own this much, but they don't even have it. They say realistically silver prices should be at least a tenth of what gold prices are, because it's only 10 times as rare as gold. And if gold's at $1,200, that means silver should be at $120. Silver's at like $14. So it's definitely being manipulated. Same thing can happen with cryptocurrencies if you don't take your coins or your cryptos off the market and put them in your own hard wallet. That's my first recommendation. All right, if you want to see this market go up and take off, especially the ones that you're invested in, if you want to see them gain value, you want to take them off the market. It's okay if you want to keep some in there that you're gonna, reinvest and, jump around from crypto to crypto. But the ones that you're gonna hodl, the ones you're gonna hold, and I definitely recommend getting some good ones and holding them. That you take those off the market and put those in your hard wallet. All right. Now the other thing that's going on right now, there's a lot of distractions, and Trump, ever since he got in office, it's been the Democrats hate him, the Republicans love him. Even in the beginning, a lot of the Republicans didn't love him. I think it's a lot of deep state people that just don't want any change. Any change is going to help the people. So there's a lot of distractions with Trump and his Supreme Court picks, and pretty much anything and everything he does. It's a big story. They try to impeach him every week, blah, blah, blah. This is a distraction. And what is it distracting us from? In my opinion, it's distracting us from the cryptocurrency market. Now you'll notice last year when the market just skyrocketed, Bitcoin went went up to almost $20,000. People started to get excited about it, and that brings attention to cryptos. I think what they want to do is kind of slowly nudge this market up so nobody really notices, and it's going to just slowly keep going up, 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 and then they're going to do something like approve an ETF, and that's going to bring a lot of attention to cryptos because they're going to skyrocket from there. But I think what's going to happen is people are going to say, "Oh yeah, I want to get some Bitcoin now," and instead of it being at 6,500, it's going to keep nudging up, and it's probably going to be like 12,000. Like 12,000. It was. I haven't really been paying attention, but I thought Bitcoin was like really low and really down, and it's at 12,000, and then the ETF came out and it went up to 25,000. I can't afford to get it, but I better get at least a little bit, and then that's going to drive the market up even more. But I think what they're kind of doing is kind of distracting people. I don't think we're going to see that big wild bull run like we saw last year, because I think the people, the big wigs that want to I don't want to say control the market, but want to get the most bang for their buck, don't want the little guys getting in and buying in a frenzy like they did last year. So they were successful in driving the market back down with all their negative news, and now they're just going to let it creep up. Whenever there's a dip, they're the ones who are going to come in and buy up and bring it back up to a substantial level and maybe a little bit higher, and they're going to keep creeping in and buying in on these little dips, and when it just kind of quietly push the market up until these ETFs are approved, and then you're going to really see the markets go crazy. And when that happens, they're going to have all the cryptos that they need, and all the little guys are going to be like, what happened? I thought Bitcoin was way down and not worth anything, and it's at 25,000-30,000 overnight. It's not overnight. It's going to keep creeping up over the next few months. This is what I think is going to happen. All right, now the last thing I wanted to talk about was my pick, and that's GVT. That's Genesis Vision. I called it Genesis Television last time because I think they may have changed their name when I looked at it, months and months ago. But Genesis Vision, GVT. What they do is, in October 30th, they're going to be releasing a really cool thing that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in, especially a lot of people that don't know about cryptos but want to be invested in it but don't know which ones to buy. All they really know about are Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, maybe Litecoin, maybe some of the top 5. And some people don't know anything about any of the cryptos, to be honest with you, but they may want to be involved. Well, they can go to the Genesis Vision website and use their app as well on their phone, I believe. And on that app or on that website, when they go to it, they are going to be they're going to be able to open up different traders who have traded in cryptos, and it's going to give their margin of success, how many trades they've made, what percentage of gains they've had, or if they're negative or positive, and by how much. And you're going to be able to pick your own trader out of that market, and it's going to be advantage to the traders because they get, I think it's 2% of your initial investment. So say you wanted to sign, I don't have an account there, but say I did, say you wanted to sign up with me to get my investment advice on cryptos. I give mine for free right here on YouTube. But and this is not advice, actually. I'm not a financial planner, so don't take it that way. But on the Genesis Vision site, you're going to be able to pick your advisor that you want to use, and say you want to invest $5,000. That advisor is going to get 2% of that $5,000 right up front, and then they're going to get, I think it's either 8 or 10% of whatever money they make you on your investments. So if you put $5,000 in and they make you $10,000, you're happy because they just doubled your money practically, and they're happy because they're going to get they're going to get between 10 and 12% of whatever you put in. So they're going to be happy as well. And not only are they going to be in crypto, but they're going to be opening up a little bit later next year into stocks and other investments as well. So people who are, not sure how to invest, don't have a financial planner, who need to, find somebody who has a proven track record on their picks, they're going to be able to go right to that Genesis Vision site and sign up and choose one or multiple advisors. And if they have a good success rate and they're making people money, then everyone's going to be happy. Now, when they do buy things, they're going to buy them through Genesis tokens and convert them into other currencies when they cash out. But this is going to also boost the Genesis stock or coin price, because they're going to be converting it into the Genesis tokens. One more, now Genesis also has some more news coming out early next year, but right now this is why I'm getting into the Genesis Vision, because this makes their token relevant. It makes it something, it gives it a use case where, like I said, I would say 70 to 80% of the tokens out there have an idea of what they want to do. They tell you what they want to do. They have a white paper, maybe planned out what they want to do, but they don't do it yet. And who knows if they ever will. Maybe a lot of these are just pipe dreams, pie in the sky type of things, where Genesis Vision is going to be a use case. It's going to be one of the few cryptos that is actually going to have a use case, and that should give it a big boost as well. And then the last thing I want to mention about Genesis Vision, well, there's two more things I want to mention. One is there's not a lot of companies that have a lot of news coming out from now until the end of this year. My next pick is going to have some news coming out, and I'm going to give that probably in about 10 days or so, 10 to 20 days. But Genesis Vision is one of the few that has multiple pieces of news that are positive for their company coming out in the near term future, where not many cryptos have that. They may have a conference, but a conference to me isn't news. They're just going to go there and talk and tell you about their crypto. All right, so they got news coming out. They've got this big product coming out. And thirdly, they only have about 4.5 million coins, 4.5 million tokens. So do you know how fast that can go up? The supply and demand is so low. I mean, compared to something like Cardano or Stellar or Ripple, who have, 8-10 billion coins, we're talking 4.5 million coins. That gives us a potential, if people start buying into Genesis, for it to go way up. Now, at the height of the market, Genesis Vision was a over $40 per token crypto, and right now it's at about ranked at about 122, I think. So it's not something that's a hidden way down in the 600 ranking. It's it's a top 200 token as well. It's just there's so many out there that I think a lot of people miss all of these, and they kind of concentrate on some of the top cryptos. But this one, in my opinion, and this is not financial advice, but it is where I'm putting my money now, is in Genesis Vision. And I will tell you when is a good time to pull out, but right now I think it's trading about close to $9, right in that range. It has been up as high as $9.30. It's been down as low as $8.69, $8.69, I believe. But if the market, as long as the market doesn't crash, because when the market crashes, everything crashes. But as long as the market doesn't crash, it stays stable or increases, we should see some good gains in Genesis Vision. You can also go to their website, or you can go to Genesis Vision on YouTube. I think they have a video about their product that's going to be released October 30th. All right. Until next time, God bless, love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.